자, 이어서 메인 퀘스트 로벤 백작의 보물 하겠습니다. 딕스트라를 도울 준비가 되거든 가라고 합니다. 그동안 잠깐의 준비를 했는데요. 희미연천 3개를 추가 개방을 해가지고 강타 3개를 찍고 그 다음에 3개 바뀐 건 없습니다. 그냥 갑옷 장갑 하이에 쿠에인을 3개를 박아줬습니다. 16 정도가 되면 휩쓸기가 쓸 수 있을 것
Got a
같네요.
minute?
I do. What do you want?
So what am I supposed to help you with?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tribe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to. Be so kind as to follow me.
목욕탕 안에 이런 걸 숨겨놨네요.
Bart, stop that! Now!
Bad, bad. Bad makes Ziggy lose, Jorfan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bad hard. Bad less thinky. Bad less thinky. Bad sadless.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God. Then boom! Jorfan go.
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom. Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pops mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. But. Troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Path through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
Now, stiff up a lip.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. Hired this lummox, Fonce, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fonce, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fonce and ran like hell.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
팝 해독제를 먹어주고요.
Should guard myself.
놀랍게도 팝 해독제 제조법까지 주지만 이 뒤로는 한 번도 쓸모가 없습니다. 벼락을 껴주고 봅시다.
Pipe's great. Explosion
쓸데없는
prompted
건
like a
하지
piece of paper.
않고 바로바로
There's more to the
진행할게요.
vials here over here. Must have been one powerful blast.
루팅 안 합니다. 기억상 여기서 몬스터가 많이 나왔던 걸로 기억을 합니다. 자체가 나오고 엑사체는 이분이가 제맛이죠. 따라가서 해주고 후방 따라가고 여기 느낌표가 있죠. 한국에 먹어주고
Gold coin. Trail ends here. Dandelion must have loaded the treasure onto a boat.
자, 나가는 길은 여긴데 아직 조사가 덜 된 것
Bottom of the
같습니다.
container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel.
소리가 수상하네요. 다시 왔던 길을 돌아가서 가보도록 하겠습니다.
Definitely came through here. Dijkstra didn't mention anyone else. Must be one of Dandelion's crew. Vomit everywhere. Guess he had the antidote too. Couldn't keep it down any more than the other guy. The thug Dijkstra hired. Need to burn the corpses. Otherwise, Dranners will never stop congregating. And a ring. Dandelion's cohorts were either clumsy or in a big hurry. Fine grading. Couldn't push much through that. Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge
박스의
here.
독채 하나 더 먹겠습니다.
That'll be it down here.
아, 끝나버렸어요.
Dijkstra. Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Bomb went off inside a drainage pipe embedded in the vault wall. But the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
Exactly. Might have gone something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of the pools, then dropped the bomb down the drain.
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the grate, and, to quote Bart, big boom.
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Happen keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Really?
About as much as I'd miss a knife in my knickers. All right. You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like. silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah, bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4 and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
Let's see what's on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertolt Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Margrave Henkel, who's that?
Who was that, you mean? Old coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead? I'd not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral. But I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel, you saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
레벨 14가 됐고요. 추가 점수 1점에 한 번 더 있어야 찍으니까 16대 가능합니다. 그리고 17대 되면 살쾡이 세트를 끼도록 할게요. 이제부터가 슬슬 진짜 재밌을 때입니다. 아이템도 갖추고 좋은 스킬도 쓰고 조금만 더 참도록 합시다.
I'm warning you.
네.
What's the rush? My strength's gone.
엔케루작의 집.
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends.
집을 한번
Footprints. Silver cylinder. Bottom looks like what I found in the sewer. A letter.
의문의 메모가 있죠.
The wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it.
여기가 뭔
But
표시가 있죠?
afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions or Ceres.
운석철 주기. 이런 기타 템은 줍지 않겠습니다.
1245 to 1254. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think.
다 열렸죠.
Secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned
와이번
the
기둥의
heist.
자국. 두두의 편지.
Ciri, Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good.
자, 가기 전에 숨겨진 방에 있는 아이템들이 좋은 게 많이 있을 수가 있기 때문에 한번 보고 가겠습니다. 여기 또 특별한 게 있죠.
Instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstein.
그래서 폭탄을 제조했던 게 확실시 되는 순간입니다.
Sugar. And a lump Clumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Potassium.
포타슘이 뭔지
Looks like they
아시는
made the
분이
bomb here.
없겠죠.
Extra. And Triss.
트리스.
Didn't expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervoise, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
'Cause I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, well, Marigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
Henkel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist. So,
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
alright, I lied. But only partly.
Heard of beasts that are half lion, half eagle. Maidens who are half fish. But you'll never convince me there's such a thing as a half-truth.
I'll give it a shot anyway. Didn't actually see Henkel, but Menge does have your treasure.
Take it you learned this by peering into a crystal ball.
Maybe. Trade secret.
You're hiding something. And that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately. Though to my knowledge, he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit. Ask where he's holding my gold for me.
Doubt Menge will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the hunter's barracks alive. With my treasure.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
반대쪽 무릎도 작사를 내주고
Thought
싶군요.
you'd correct him. Say that we, you know.
Dijkstra doesn't need to know about my love life.
Wise. I'd never choose his shoulder to cry on either. But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Ciri, isn't it?
Menge's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's Barracks together.
Alright, see you then, and thanks.
자, 저번에 했던 게임은 트리스를 연인으로 선택했는데요. 이번엔 예니퍼를 하려고 했는데 트리스를 본 순간 트리스를 해야겠다고 결정했습니다. 이번도 트리스입니다. 자정 즈음에 있는 항구 여기죠. 원래는 트리스가 고문받는 걸 끝까지 본 적은 한 번도 없습니다. 하지만 이번엔 루벤 백작의 고문을 한번 무화하기 위해서 부분을 끝까지 지켜보도록 하겠습니다. 그러면 나중에 자금을 대주죠.
Hard times we live
집결할
in
때.
now.
여기입니다. 사정증.
Glad you're here. Listen, took a look at the building and it does not look good.
Mean it could use a bit of paint and spackle?
I mean, it's a damn fortress. High walls, guards at the gate, armed men everywhere. We could never sneak in, and fighting our way in won't work. Menga would have had plenty of time to escape.
What do you suggest?
Take these shackles. Put them on me.
Mind explaining what this is all about?
Think. Bring the hunters the vile Triss Marigold. They won't just open the gate for you. They're likely to let you present her to Menga personally.
No way. Too risky.
Dandelion's life's on the line. Series 2. No such thing as too risky.
Fine. Let's say they take the bait. What then? We go in, I put a sword to Menga's throat and ask him where Dandelion is?
Might not work. Menga's scum, but you have to admit, death doesn't scare him.
Always found that annoying in fanatics. So we gotta trick him into talking. Any ideas?
Maybe tell him you have information about the Lodge. Or about Philippa. Even better, he hates her most of all. You'll think of something.
Still got a bad feeling about this. But tough. Let's go.
불쌍한 트리스.
Geralt, remember, I can take care of myself.
What are you talking about?
The hunters. They won't treat me like a lady, but I'll survive. Might hurt a bit, but... Ciri, she's what matters. Do what you need to do, no matter what happens.
Can't promise that.
I'm still asking you to, alright?
한때 연인 사이였죠. 게롤트가 기억을 잃어서
Alright.
케어웨인이 있을 때 그녀가 치료해줬습니다. 트리스.
What do you want?
Here for my reward.
What the hell for?
For a witch. Recognize who I got? It's Triss Marigold.
Marigold. Come in then.
여러분 지금부터 끝까지 보실 수 있는 분만 보시고요. 아니신 분은 뒤로 넘겨서 결말만 보시길 바랍니다.
Well,
전
well.
지금부터 끝까지 공원 장문을 같이 보도록 하겠습니다.
for sorceresses.
Pays better.
It's 'cause they do more harm. What's a drowner do? Pull the odd fisherman from his boat. But the witches, they murder kings, scheme, start wars.
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
You're done jesting, Marigold. For good. Put her in a cell.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menga himself, or not at all.
You reckon we don't know what to do with this witch?
Let go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no place being in such a pretty mouth. I guess we'll have to rip it out.
Try to loosen it if I were you. Might learn something interesting.
For instance,
For instance, where Philippa Eilhart's hiding.
I'll get you for this, you...
shut your gob, ginger whore, and you spit it out. Where's Isleheart?
Thought I made myself clear. I'll only talk to Menga.
Menga don't talk to the likes of you.
Well, then you be sure to tell him I came by. with my friend Marigold.
Fine, grab her and come with me. But be sure to stay right close.
Scram before I lose my tricks.
Here's where we split up. Go see Menga. Marigold will be next door.
You can't have her until I get...
You don't set the terms here. Dirk, you know what to do.
You won't get a word out of me. Not you, not him.
Oh, play it tough, eh? Just you wait. We'll take a fingernail or three. That ought to get you singing.
Do what you want.
Come on, witch. Show you the wonders a pair of pliers can work. You'd be surprised.
안 돼.
I believe I told you not to let anyone in.
Unless they had information concerning Philippa Eilhart. This Witcher says he's got just that.
Anyone can claim that.
We'll start with your pinky nail. Nah, let's go for your ring finger. This little piggy went to market.
안 돼.
But it's not that easy to bring us Triss Merigold.
Is that who I hear? Very well. I'll go see her shortly. But first, let us talk. Sit. Sit. Have a drink, Witcher.
Sidarian.
A 1261 vintage, year of the massacre of Sintra.
Stop squirming. This little piggy went home.
Kurt, please see why Miss Marigold squeals so convincingly. Perhaps she needs something. Hot irons, for instance.
Speaking of metal, this goblet's silver. Making sure I'm not a Doppler.
Ah, it's immediately apparent. A professional. I find that refreshing. But to answer your question, one can never be too careful. You'll be surprised how many come here turn to rancid jelly as soon as they grip the goblet.
Still haven't paid me for the witch, yet your hunters are already torturing her.
What of it?
You're damaging goods you haven't paid for yet.
This little piggy had roast beef.
Oh, you bastard. No.
This little piggy had none.
Don't worry, you shan't leave empty-handed. I shall pay you twice the usual reward for Marigold.
Awfully generous. Why?
Well, you've turned in your lover. The emotional trauma it must entail. You deserve compensation.
Yeah, I've plowed Triss. But what does it matter if you're paying gold for her head?
Oh yeah. Nearly forgot the mutations strip witches of feelings.
No. No more.
Be brave, dear. Just one more fingernail and we'll move on to the other hand. This little piggy went wee. Ow! Bitch bit me. Oh, the bitch bites. Let's put a collar on her. Dimeritium ought to calm her down.
You surprise me, Geralt. Perhaps we can deal after all. So, you know something about Philippa, but I wager you won't share this information for free. What do you want in return?
여기서 중요합니다. 단델라이온이랑 구물 둘 중에 하나만 이제 대답을 해주는데요. 하나를 물어보면 하나를 알 수 없기 때문에 여기서 우리는 보물에 대해서 먼저 이야기를 해야 됩니다.
I'm looking for a treasure. Was Siggy Ruvens until recently.
Well, well. Furthering the cause of the eternal fire on the one hand, working for criminals on the other.
I work for whoever pays me.
Like a whore.
More or less. Just offer a different range of services. Where's the treasure?
Secure in a Kaviri bank. Far and safe from you. Far and safe from Ruvin.
Got information about Philippa. Thought you might want to buy it.
I do, but not at any price.
All right. So free Dandelion.
First you ask about a criminal's treasure. Now you want me to let loose a blaspheming degenerate. And here I had you for a man. That is a being of some moral principle.
No doubt we're cut from different cloth, but we don't have to agree on everything to make a deal.
We need not agree any terms either. I could simply force you to tell me what you know about Philippa.
Doubt that. I really doubt that.
Whereas I'm a man of great faith. Guards! In here!
맹해를 죽여버립시다. 우리 트리스. 자, 후엔, 생고기, 제비, 돌빼미까지. 트리스랑 있으면 쉽게 죽일 수 있겠죠? 트리스가 불 질러주고.
Show me what you got.
또 이름까지 붙어있는 녀석답게 꽤 셉니다. 막타. 핏을 딜이 안 박히는 거를 볼 수가 있죠. 부가 사냥꾼을 조금 깨서 맞춰야 될 것 같습니다. 뭔가 스킬을 조금 맞춰야 쉽게 진행을 할 수가 있을 것 같네요. 벼락을 이렇게 쳐주고. 맹어 죽입시다. 여기서 춤추는 걸로 하고 이드덴으로 느리게 하고 또 마저 죽이러 가겠습니다.
Let's do this quick. Quicker. Baby, baby. Spread out!
춤추는 별로 부어주고. 오, 판에 같이 터졌는지 시원하게 죽었습니다. 네. 자, 한 번 더.
The eternal fire will turn you to ash. Spread out!
크리스를 따라가라고 하네요. 크리스 어딨죠? 크리스.
I think that's all of them. That was close. What happened? I thought Menga took the bait.
He did, until I asked about the treasure.
Geralt, we talked this over. You agreed. Fine, never mind. We should search the office. Maybe we can find some documents mentioning Dandelion. I'll search his body. You search the room. I'd start with the desk.
맹어에게 보내는 편지 아물라크가 보냈고요. 뭔가 만나는 방법까지
Find
적어놨죠.
anything?
아,
Just his
손톱이
office
다
key in his
찢겼어요.
pockets. Here. Nothing under his belt. Wait, something sewn in the lining.
What is it?
The key to a vault. Here, give it to Dijkstra with my regards.
다행히 한쪽 손에 손톱만 날아갔습니다.
I found a letter to Menga from someone important. A spy, I think.
A spy.
Take a look.
Take a look.
Drop boxes, secret signals. Yeah, strong stench of spycraft here. This agent could know more about Dandelion.
Bet he does. Letter explains how to signal for a meeting. No mention of where it would take place.
Maybe Dijkstra can help. He knows everything.
Everything? Slight exaggeration there.
I'm not so sure.
Key to a vault? No address? Why do I doubt this'll make Dijkstra smile?
Well, might keep him from setting his thugs on us. Breaking our legs for failing to fulfill our part of the bargain.
Meaning glass is half full?
Of something strong, I hope.
All right. Nothing left for us here. Let's go.
Be glad to. Just not by way of the main gate. This is where we split up. But first, let's burn this shack down.
Agreed. We've left too much evidence.
Yeah, but I also need to blow off some steam. Listen, there's one other thing I wanted to talk about. But not here, and definitely not now. Come by later when you have a moment? I'd appreciate it. All right. We need to get out of here.
불을 질렀습니다. 여기 있네요.
You there! Mr. Reuven wants a word.
Impatient old bastard.
What?
Nothing. Be there soon.
Who do I spy? Why, it's Geralt of Rivia.
Will you stop following me already?
I will, soon as you tell me where my treasure is.
Me and Menge didn't see eye to eye.
How badly?
Badly.
I suppose that explains the smoke. My treasure's not in there, is it? Burning with the witch hunters.
No, your gold's in a Kaviri bank. Here's the key to the vault that holds it.
Well, well. Would have earned yourself a medal if I was in a position to bestow it.
That's all you're gonna say? No wry remark? No scintillating joke?
You want a knee slapper? Fine, I'll tell you one. Ready? You lied to me. Again.
What?
You knew from the start who robbed me, but you didn't deign to share that information with me.
No, I didn't. But I did deign to help you find your treasure, so stop moaning.
I jest you not, Geralt. You abused my trust.
I can live with that.
This time, yes, you'll live. And now, time to settle things.
That a threat?
Quite the contrary. You helped me, Witcher. So in spite of everything, you've earned your reward. I take it you've still no idea what happened to Dandelion.
None. Found someone who might know, though. A spy, I guess. Signs his name, Yammerlak. Found a letter of his. Just one problem. It only details how to arrange a meeting with him. Makes no mention of where.
A ruined house in Far Corners. Give the signal, and he'll show up there the same day, just before midnight.
Thanks for your help.
No need to thank me. Just paying off a debt. I always do, you know. Even to liars. And a final humble plea. Don't try to fool me again. Ever.
크라운 90크라운?
Burn, buggers. Like all the poor folk you've burned.
20톤의 금을 찾아줬는데 90크라운을 줬대. 쟤는 안 되겠습니다. 자, 우선은 이거를 마저 이어서 깨도록 하죠. 보드로 간 다음 주교로 광장으로 가겠습니다. 게임을 하다 보면은 항상 여기를 가서 주교 광장을 가는 루트가 진짜 많은 것 같습니다.
They stealing our work, those Temerians.
여기를 제일 이용을 많이 하는 것 같아요. 투생에 관한 이야기가 나오는데 언제쯤 투생이 갈지 모르겠습니다. 자, 여기서 이쪽
Eternal fire. Father
What?
of all. Hear my prayer.
Must be the drop
여기
box.
있네요.
Bring my
Gave the signal. Spies should show up in Far Corners before midnight.
right to eternal fire. You are my only hope. Grant what I ask and ask.
다시 주교 광장에서 영광의 관문으로 가겠습니다.
Wonderful.
Ever heard the legends of the White Wolf?
Of such
just to hide and wait. Behind the door. Best place to hide. Classic. Triss? How'd you know to... Dijkstra, huh?
None other. I couldn't resist. Really want to see this through to the end.
Perfect place for a tryst. With Triss.
Mm-hmm. Ceilings collapsed, mold on the walls, mouse droppings in the corner. Lips almost pucker on their own.
Shh. He's coming, hide.
Menge.
Indisposed. Very indisposed.
I don't know who you are, but you're in deep. Shit right up to your nostrils.
You're in deeper, I assure you. But answer our questions and we'll help you get out.
The answer to each question will be the same. Sod off.
That's no way to talk to a lady.
To a lady, I'd never. But to a witch.
You can. Wouldn't recommend it, though.
오, 제대로인데요?
Had enough?
Fuck off. I can take this.
Of course you can. But I'm just getting started.
자,
You
어떻게
must be
봅시다.
thinking this can't possibly hurt any worse. Oh, it can.
Enough!
So, gonna talk?
Yes! Yes! Just tell me what the fuck about!
같은 남자로서 굉장히 가슴이 아픕니다. 빨리
We're looking for
끝내주도록 하죠.
Dandelion. We know Menge captured him.
That's what this is all about. A fucking minstrel! You might have said so at the start, before you bloody started mucking my mind with magic. I can't believe it. For a miserable sap like that.
Get to the point.
Dandelion is on Temple Isle, in the dungeon beneath the shrine. Menge's planning to execute him in Oxenfurt. Positively spectacular.
Afraid you'll have to call off the show.
How can we free Dandelion?
Those who leave Temple Isle do so only on Menge's orders. Issued in person.
Damn it.
We'll find a way. I have an idea. Tell you later.
Enough. We've learned everything we wanted to.
Glad to hear it. Can I assume we can put this unfortunate incident behind us?
Not so fast. Harold.
I know. He's seen too much.
Why? I told you. I'll never...
Either he dies, or I wipe his mind.
기억을 지우도록
Strip
합시다.
him of his memory.
But I helped you. I helped.
It's not so bad, I promise.
Pace, slay, and gay.
How do you feel?
Base. Cruel. Vile. I could go on. But I need to get out of here. Now. Go home. Bathe. Then drink myself to oblivion.
Walk you home?
Not today, Geralt. Not today. But there is one other thing I wanted to talk about. So,
오늘은 아니라고
wanna come
합니다.
by later? Menge's dead, true, but that hardly marks the end of my troubles.
Said you had an idea about freeing Dandelion.
Yes. We know he's on the island, and he'll stay there until Menge orders him transferred to Oxenfurt, right?
Mm-hmm. Problem is, Menge's dead. So...
No one else knows that. He could have escaped the fire. He could reappear. Him or someone very, very similar.
A Doppler?
Mm-hmm. Your old friend Dudu Biberveld impersonated the halfling merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several thousand crowns without batting an eye.
Yeah, except Dudu's in hiding right now. Priscilla might know something, though.
Fingers crossed.
같이 가. 자, 루벤 백작의 보물 퀘스트 여기까지입니다. 메인 퀘스트가 꽤나 호흡이 긴데요. 그 다음은 연극의 답 하든지 화가 걸린 문제를 하든지. 지금 꽤나 데미지가 약하기 때문에 그거에 대한 방안도 한번 생각을 해봐야 될 것 같습니다. 영상 여기까지입니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.